I'm Bob Fairbanks, professional engineer here in Rhode Island with Fairbanks Engineering Corporation. I'm a subcontractor to Stephanie.
Yeah, I'm Stephanie Robat. I'm also a professional engineer in the state of Rhode Island, and I'm with FR Engineering Group. So we're currently working on some conceptual design replacement options for the seawall at Larisa Park. Obviously, there was a failure at some point yesterday with the existing seawall, which was anticipated to probably happen at some point. So we're currently discussing some emergency repair options. We're planning to bring in a contractor to do some emergency slope repairs, stabilize the area, get the beach accessible again, and make everything safe for all of the people that use the park. Excellent.
And Bob, I know that we've been discussing some of the conceptual plans involve using some of the granite blocks that the DOT has in storage over off Pawtucket Avenue. Can you discuss what we're looking at, what kind of plan we're looking at here?
Sure, Mr. Mayor. It's actually a great idea. These granite blocks date back to the original railroads and rivers within downtown Providence. And when the river was moved, many of these walls and abutments and wing walls were dismantled and they were stored. All of these granite blocks are stored in East Providence, and they're beautiful granite blocks. And the intent, as part of the shoreline stabilization, is to have a stone revetment along the shoreline, and then once we get up above the 100-year storm flood level, we're going to transition to these granite blocks. So you'll have a granite block wall that'll be terraced and basically create a park area behind.
That's exciting. And I know you're working on some estimates. What are we looking at cost estimate wise for a project of this scale?
Well, you've got quite a bit of shoreline that needs to be stabilized, and we've done some preliminary cost estimates for the option that the city is interested in, and we are estimating the project to cost somewhere between $1.5 and $2.5 million.
Okay, all right. And Steph, I know funding is always an issue. We are working with our federal delegation to see if we can get some funding for this project. It's an important project. What would be the timeline once we get the money, once we get the permitting? Because I know you need to get some permitting through CRMC. What would be the timeline to get this project going if we were to get the money?
If you were to get the money, I don't see why you couldn't do this winter, when the park's less in use. Obviously, if you do it in the summer, it takes up a lot of room. It's gonna, impede access to the beach area. A lot of these types of projects are ideal for the fall-winter time frame. CRMC does take some time to turn permits around. Right now we're just at a conceptual level, so getting to final design phase is obviously important, but I don't see why fall-winter 2021 would be an unreasonable time frame.
Agreed. And just to add to that, we've already spoken to CRMC about this project, specifically about this emergency condition that exists. And CRMC I've been working with for decades, and they're a great organization. The new executive director, Jeff Willis, is aware of this. He's jumped on it, he's assigned staff, Rich Lucia, and they are sitting, waiting for a plan to come in for this emergency repair. They will get that issued immediately so we can stabilize this shore and eliminate any hazard to the public.
Excellent. And when we talk about emergency, we see that the rest of the retaining wall is leaning precariously over to the beach, and we would like to remove that wall ASAP and put in the initial revetment wall. Revetment, yes.
So there's about 60 feet of wall that has failed currently. Mm-hmm. It appears as though another 60 feet is precarious and about ready to go. So as part of this emergency work, the plan would be to address the 60 that has failed and the additional 60 feet that are leaning, and it's unsafe at this point.
Well, I want to thank you guys for your work. I know you've been working on this for the last couple of months anyways, right? And we're eager to see this project be remedied, and hopefully we do get some federal funding from our federal delegation so that we can move forward on this project. Thank you so much.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Welcome.
Take care.